Hello, everybody. God bless. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 32 of Let's Try Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2025, our own version of March Madness. I am blessed to be here with you guys. I'm very happy to be checking some more of the game out. We completed part 3 of episode 31 last time. And hope you guys are well, by the way. Knocked us to 5th in the conference because we have an 0-1 record. We lost our first conference opponent. Now, this is big because conference play has started. And there we are at 0-1. I think this is what the job security meant, though. Don't finish last in the conference. I think they meant conference standings. So North D.C. got a win. They're 5-11, but they got the first win, 1-0. The 10-6 South Carolina State Dogs lost, so they're last at 0-1. As you can see, our conference doesn't really have many winning records, but a lot of, decent teams there. North D.C. only 5-11, but they did get that win. And that's who we play next, and it's going to be pretty wild and fun. So let's hit play sim. And we don't have a game on January 10th, so let's go ahead and sim it. Albany goes to 12-4. As I said, I'm very blessed to be here. God is good, letting me continue to bring this series to you guys, giving me inspiration to keep making these videos, to keep working on my channel. Florida goes to 14-2. Nashville goes to 16-1. Alabama, number 1, 17-0. Number 6, Tennessee. Texas just beats number 17, Arkansas, it looked like. Pretty wild stuff. Number 2, Kentucky goes to 16-2. We'll check out the top 25 in a second here. We are personally ranked pretty low, but God is good. You never know how the season can end up. 2-12 there was that team's record. We are going to play North D.C. probably in this game, unless we get lost looking at stats and stuff, which is very fun to do as well. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, we don't have a game on the 11th either. It's a Wednesday, probably a lot of games today. Games grid, all the tournaments. Okay, so I guess it's just games grid, headlines, box scores. All right, let's go ahead and send it. Stanford goes to 14-3. North Carolina loses. South Bend goes to 16-2. Miami of Florida 14-3 and unranked. And quite a few games on today, so we're going to let it play out. Winston-Salem goes to 12-3. I would coach them as well. Omaha goes to 14-2. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out the top 25. North Indy with only 2 losses. Life is good, guys. It's not that bad. Number 23, Indiana loses. Penn State goes at 13-4. Number 5, Illinois at 16-1. 4, West Lafayette at 15-3, I think. They've been racking up wins after kind of stumbling early on. Number 11, Kansas State, 15-1. And there is a whole ton of games going on here. Number 24, Houston goes to 12-4. I don't see any more action right in our conference, but looks like other conferences have started. Those are 2 Cal teams I would coach. Quite a few teams I would coach, really. If I get an offer after this season, maybe we'll move on from Maryland Western Shore. Who knows? Maybe the 26 version will come out, and God will bless me with being able to get that one and bring you a really long series with over 100 episodes. Wisconsin Green Bay loses. They go to 12-2. But yeah, when we start the 26 version, if there is one, we can go very long and coach a different team maybe, or, just do a really long career and try to go as far as we can while God gives me the inspiration and motivation to do it. If that sounds fun, then smash that like button, guys. And we will see how it goes. South Dakota goes to 1-15. But it is conference play, so anything can happen. It's only the first game of conference, so yes, we lost in the last episode. San Diego State goes to 14-2, as does number 20 Utah State. Boise State drops to a bad record there, 11-7 or something. But yeah, we're doing it. Morehead State drops to 2-13. We're 4-12 right now, 0-1 in the conference. Citadel goes to 10-4. Can't wait to plan next year's schedule and stuff. We're going to be probably a better team next year. We do lose Nick O'Connor and Stephen Favors, but we pick up so many pieces that we can use. Should be fascinating. Louisiana Lafayette, I'd coach them as well. Southern Miss drops to 3-12. And we're going to go ahead and get to 99% here. Wow, look at that stat line. 20, 10, 5 blocks. Okay, we have some conference play. Unfortunately, it doesn't show me the conference standings right now. We have a bunch of inbox stuff. Let's check out the standings. All right, wait, go to Play Sim. It shows the standings here. Okay, Morgan State and South Carolina State, they're both 0-1. Delaware State and North Carolina Central, who we just played, Delaware State's 0-1. NCC is 1-0. We play North D.C., who's 1-0. And two 1-0 teams, Norfolk State and Coppin State, face off against each other. Should be fascinating indeed. We have player updates: Brandon Freeman, Tim Jones, Joey Manning, Ivan Carroll, Jerron Duplessis. So I guess we have to have new meetings with peeps. Let's go with Ivan Carroll. About your playing style, try and drive more. Shoot fewer mid-range jumpers. Do that for 2 weeks. He'll do his best. Joey Manning. Your attitude, just want to say you're doing great. Okay. No relationship change. Let's also tell Jason Tuck. Hey, buddy, you're doing great. Appreciate that. Always feels good to hear nice things. Improvement in the relationship. And we'll tell one more person, maybe Curtis Muhammad, that they're doing great. Okay, and that's all we're going to do there. So, Jerron Duplessis, playing style, should look to drive more, post up less for 2 weeks. There's Ivan Carroll, Tim Jones. You should actually look to drive more, shoot fewer threes. I don't know, 2 weeks. Doesn't like it. All right. He's not doing it. And Brandon Freeman. I actually want him to shoot more mid-range jumpers, shoot fewer threes. Not that he shoots a lot of them. Okay. All right. Bong bong. We're done with that. Let's look at the North D.C. scouting report. At the time we got the report, which was way back when, 12/31, they were net 311, but let's check it out. Oh, wow, we have a 49% chance of winning. It's the highest we've ever been. Lee Willis, their shooting guard, they run a fast-paced offense, allowing their players a significant amount of offensive freedom. The half court, they're a balanced attack with their primary set being the 5-out offense. Oh, wow. North DC rarely seems to press. In the half, their defense is man-to-man. Pressure D is 1-2-2 full court press. Their ranked opponents was number 17 Missouri, which they lost by 13. And they do have the advantage on the bench, although it's pretty close if you ask me. They have a couple more rebounds, an extra steal. We match up not that bad because, yes, they average about 6 more points per game, but they give up 5 more points per game than we do. They shoot a little bit better from 3 in field goal percentage, big time better from 3-point. They shoot good at the free throw line. They do assist it well. Looks like we're even on rebounding. They block a little bit better. We get the same amount of steals, and we turn it over at the same clip. Wow. Lee Willis and Duplessis both averaging 14.1 to lead the way. Wendell Randall, their starting point guard, he's averaging 13.1. Cliff Jordan's averaging 13.2. Dang. So they're doing it from the outside. It's a balanced attack. Yes, Quincy Vaughn and Thomas Hansen get a little bit in the action, but got to watch those outside threats. And their top rebounder only has 5.4, and it's their small forward. But their point guard gets about 3. Their shooting guard gets almost 4. So it's a balanced attack. Let's go to the opponent. They're currently 325th net rank. It's a very winnable game. The morale is good. No injuries. Their wins all came from the bottom tier teams. Let's view the team in terms of talent. Oh my gosh, guys. If we don't win this game, yes, they have Wendell Randall, 2 stars, and he's putting up big time numbers, points per game. Like Lee Willis, also 2 stars, sophomore, another 2-star senior, and a 2-star junior, and a 1.5-star Thomas Hansen. But other than that, guys, they do not have much talent, at least from our point of view. Although even this 1-star guy, Kenyatta Hunter's averaging 5 points per game. As is this half-star guy, almost averaging 5, Todd Hamilton. So they don't have a ton of talent. They have some size, a lot of 6'8", 6'7" guys. One of their point guards is 6'5", 210. So they have some size. And you know what? When we view the team, we should probably... Can we click these players? No. I guess we can't. Plus, we could get walk... Oh, we can click them. So let's go through their team a little bit, starting with Keon Black. Athletic, has an outside shot. Very athletic Clay Hill. He's currently a 1-star with an outside shot. They have a lot of peeps who can shoot the 3, it seems. Nick Anderson, also athletic with an outside shot. They're kind of like what we look for. Dang. Wendell Randall, the senior, ballin'. He's good. He's only 6'1", but wow. Crazy athletic. Oh my gosh, it only gets better. Lee Willis, their sophomore. He's going to be going up against Duplessis for quite a few years. That's going to be something to watch. Duplessis versus Lee Willis, who is a baller. Crazy athletic. Hayden Buckner, also crazy athletic. Man, Cliff Jordan, their 6'7" forward, looking pretty good. Quincy Vaughn, also looking very good with a great outside shot. And he's 6'8", 244. Wow, Jermaine Gostin, don't know if he even plays much, but he hasn't played yet, actually. But look at that athleticism. He's a freshman redshirted. Wild. Kenyatta Hunter, he's averaging about 5. Oh, I didn't look at the averages. Yeah, Quincy Vaughn's putting up numbers and boards. Wow, Cliff Jordan. Hayden Buckner. Lee Willis, though, putting up Duplessis-like numbers. And Wendell Randall crushing it as well. Then Kenyatta, Marcus Lawrence, he doesn't play. Ruben Robertson doesn't play. Todd Hamilton. Jason Cherry. Todd Hamilton is 6'8", forward. Jason Cherry gets some time at center. 6'10", 259, a big body. Thomas Hansen has some skills, and you can see it in the stat line. Wow. And we're back to Keon Black. So, still though, I think we compare favorably. And they're going to try to stop us. We have to worry about Lee Willis. Our morale is low. Oh my goodness. No wonder we're losing. The morale is so low. I don't know how to combat this. Except by maybe telling... I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. Maybe telling Brandon Freeman, texting him that he's doing great. Minor drop in relationship. You say it so much. Okay. Team 19%. Can we even suspend Joey Manning? He's redshirted. He didn't want to be redshirted is the problem, and we went with it because he thought he was ready to play. He's got a good mid-range shot, but yeah. Attitude's been lousy. You need to shape up. I'll do my best, but give me some time to work on it. Well, that's a start. And then Curtis Muhammad, we have to tell him it's been lousy. Coach, I'm not the problem, so let's drop this before I get mad. Huh. Well, I don't know. We have low morale. So, just a game, though. We're in rebounding. We're pretty bad. Okay. So I guess we're good to go. Let's go ahead and sim and get this day underway. January 12th, Thursday. Oh, I didn't look at the top 25. North Alabama goes 10-6. Quite a few games today. Look at that barn burner. Florida Gulf Coast. 13-2. Oh, Virginia Commonwealth is ranked number 25. Get out. We saw them grow. I'm just learning to not worry so much in real life. I'm trying to trust God. That's been a big thing for me lately. I pray a lot, and it helps a lot. Just a suggestion or letting you guys know. Bowling Green drops a 2-13. And it's like you can focus on your problems or you can focus on God. Ohio goes to 14-1. So I'm choosing to focus on God or trying my best anyway. And yeah, North Carolina Central. They lost. We missed that. North Carolina Central lost, I think. We'll see the conference ratings in a second. Peoria with the 100-point game. Southern Illinois goes to 10-5. Staten Island 8-8. A lot of these teams started off hot and have since kind of cooled off. 0-15 Army. Remind me to schedule Army next year. 3 times. Easton 2-13. 10-5 Northwest D.C. I would coach them. Texas A&M Commerce 3-12. I would coach them as well. Rio Grande Valley 9-6. Corpus Christi, I'd coach them. We'll have to see how it works. I mean, I'd like to stay here and see our guys through the next season. South Florida drops at 3-12 because, like I said, we do have some talent coming in and more pieces. Plus, I'd like to see the recruit I picked, how that would play out. Let's go ahead and cancel, though, and get back to here. Let's look at standings. Okay, Norfolk State 2-0. North Carolina Central is 2-0. I guess they won that game. They're 8-1 at home. Wow. 9-8 overall. 1-7 on the road. I know those feels. We're 1-10 on the road. North D.C., who we're playing now. Coppin State goes to 1-1. Morgan State goes to 1-1. Delaware State Wasps and the South Carolina State Dogs 0-2. They lost another one. Oh my gosh. But let's look as far as standings. That's just all the leagues. Let's look at polls and media and see how this is going. Looks like Alabama moved up one spot to number 1. Kentucky fell. Kansas State is the freshman of the week and player of the week. Alabama's still 17-0. Ohio State Chestnuts, I love it. They're up to number 3. West Lafayette Craftsmen are up 3. They started struggling with those 3 losses, but they haven't lost since, it seems. Illinois Kings up 1 to number 5, 16-1. Tennessee, the Enlisters, dropped down 3 to 13-4. Number 6, Nashville dropped down 2 spots. They're 16-1. Michigan State and North Carolina staying even at 8-9, 13-4 records. South Bend Leprechauns up 3 to the 10th spot, 16-2. Kansas State up 5 to the 11th spot, 15-1. Omaha Bluebirds 14-2. Nova 12-5, holding on to the 13th spot. Texas Tech Red Warriors up 3 to the 14th spot. Kansas at 15-16. Florida Crocodiles up 2. They're 14-2. Arkansas, they're down 7, 13-4. Texas is down 4 to 18, only 14-1 though. Dayton Pilots holding the 19th spot, they're 13-2. Utah State is 14-2, up 2 spots. Spokane goes down 1 to the 21st. Cal Los Angeles Bears up 3 to the 22nd. Indiana Hoopers are down. Houston Bobcats and VA Commonwealth just gets on the list at 13-2. There's injuries. There's league awards. I know we probably won some awards. They should email you when you get an award, though. I would think that would be pretty cool. So you'd know better. And I guess we can look Mid-Eastern Conference. Jerron Duplessis did win it that first week because he started off the season hot. Khalid Fenner is out for CSC. Coppin State, maybe. Eric Slaughter, Morgan State Center. Khalid Veneer, okay. Waylon George got his name in the paper at League News. All right, and then there's Tourney Watch. We can start that. It's February, right? No, it's January 12th. Yeah, obviously we're not making it, but just show some of our results and stuff. We played some teams pretty tough. Oh, you can do that for every team. That's pretty wild. So let's look at our opponents. North D.C. Bulls. They have a win here. Morgan State. And all their wins came in Quadrant 4, along with some L's. Did we take a lot of L's in Quadrant 4? Yeah, we did. And a lot of L's in Quadrant 3. Okay, league leaders. We haven't checked this out. Eric Slaughter, 28.1 points per game. Duplessis and Lake, both top 10 in points per game in the league. Of course, Lee Willis, who we're up against, is on there too. And then they have 2 more guys right after that. Wow. Coppin State has a couple guys down here. Morgan State, though, Eric Slaughter, 28.1 points per game. Chris Boone for South Carolina State, Norfolk State. Interesting. Per game stat totals, regular season by position. If we look at guards, Chris Boone is the top at 17.5, and then we have 2 guards right there. And they have 2 guards right in the mix. So does Coppin State. That's pretty cool. All years. Freshman, top scoring freshman. Chris Boone is a freshman. And Jerron Duplessis is number 2. And also Ivan Carroll and Curtis Muhammad on the list. But statistic terms, okay. Let's look at 3-point percentage. Jerron Duplessis at 12, 41%. Javon Mitchell at 21, 36%. Waylon George right behind him, 35. Look at this. We have 5 guys in the top 25. Joel Boone, 34.8, 35% for Charles Lake, 35 for Wayland, 36 for Jovan. But look at this. Top two guys are North D.C. at over 58% and 55%. Then number 6, 45.9. And then number 10, 42.1. That is wild stuff, guys. Double doubles. Nick O'Connor's up there with 2. Efficiency. Number 12, Jaron Duplessis. Eric Slaughter just head and shoulders above the group. They do have some efficient guys. Wendell Randall. Wow. Cliff Jordan and Lee Willis. That's the 3 we have to worry about. But Duplessis, O'Connor, and Charles Lake up there. And more as we go down. That's pretty cool. And triple doubles? Nobody's had a triple double. All right, so we know our opponent better. Let's save as 32 part 1A. But we're going to jump into the game this episode anyway because we're only 26 minutes in. As long as we're under 30, I say we could jump right into the game. And God willing, we're going to get our first win here. Let's give it a shot. That's what we're hoping for. Eric Slaughter with 35, today's best. Chris Boone, 7 assists. Pat Wall had 12 boards against us. Or no, they played another game. Yeah, they beat Delaware State by 1. That was a big win for them. And we're away again as well. So we're in North D.C. Cliff Jordan, Lee Willis, Wendell Randall, the big 3 right here. Against our big 2, kind of, and Wayland isn't that much of a slouch. Let's go to tip-off. All right, offense. We're going to start in the flex. Defense. We're going to start in the 2-3 zone and the half-court trap. We're going to half-court trap quite a bit. And we're going to play some intense D to start. Matchups, everybody looks good. It's going to be a tough one. We should play a 3-2 zone, actually. We have no talent in the 3-2 zone, but you know what? Let's give it a shot. 3-2 zone to try to stop the threes. Flex, a little more freedom than usual. I want to click look for threes. Let's try that strategy again, and it's up. We lose the tip, so possession arrow goes to us. And here we go on defense. Hansen has it. Willis with the ball. Duplessis is there. Pass taken by Randall in the corner. White's there. Randall busts a move, gets a good shot, and buries the J. Wendell Randall. We know about him. Gets his first 2 of the game. Here's Waylon George in the corner. Nick O'Connor, baseline. Gets it to Duplessis. George with the ball. I work the ref a little. I get ignored to Nick. Waylon George, good ball movement early. We're not running a set to start, which is interesting. Duplessis to Bobby White. Nick O'Connor. Someone's got to shoot. It's going to be Nick, and he hits it. Great looking bucket by Nick O'Connor. Starts the game with 2 points. Attempts to drive. White is all over him, and Lee Willis still gets it to fall. Yeah, no, he's got 2. Pass taken by Wendell George. Here's Nick again. See if he can bust a move. Lake posting up. He's good down there. Toss to Duplessis. We're playing with some offensive freedom. Duplessis, nice crossover. Gets it to go. And I thought maybe fouled too, but I guess not. Here's Willis to Hansen down low. Nick is there. No, Bobby White is there. Now Nick's there. They dish it back to Hansen. Quincy Vaughn has it. Playing a little big guys here. Oh my gosh. Hansen. Quincy Vaughn takes a shot and he hits. They're starting power forward. Comes White with the ball. We're not running anything. And so far so good. Nick O'Connor gets a pass. Back to Bobby White. Ref agrees with me. I saw a clipping for Waylon George. Duplessis with it. I'm seeing a few clippings. Pass intended was kicked. Yeah, we're good. In comes Charles Lake. Gets it to Nick. Now we're running the flex, I think. Yep. Bobby White with the ball. Puts up a shot off the mark. Randall with the rebound. Sprints the other way. To Cliff Jordan. George is there. Wendell Randall in the corner. Gets it to Quincy Vaughn down low. Nick is there. Puts up a shot. Quincy Vaughn gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. He's got 4. And he's not one of the big 3, but Quincy Vaughn off to a good start. Bobby White in the corner. Charles Lake found him. Duplessis gets it to Bobby White. He's looking to be aggressive early. Here's Charles Lake. Dumps to Nick. Duplessis. Fancy dribbling moves. Gets to the rim and scores it again. And I'm going to argue that there was a foul. Jerron Duplessis. Aggressive early. Hansen grabs it down low. They're trying to beat us down low with this 3-2 zone. Referee ignores Bobby White. They dish it back out. Jordan with it. Who's Jordan? Oh, there's small forward. Pass taken by Hansen. Yeah, Cliff Jordan. Hansen gets by Bobby White and scores it. He's got 2. Not part of the big 3. Here's Bobby White. Charles Lake. Tries to get it going early. Misses the 3. Cliff Jordan is there. Gets his first rebound. Hansen with the ball. Swings it over. Okay, let's go back to a 2-3 zone after this. 3-2 zone kinda, they're beating us down low. Vaughn catches it. They got us scrambling. Hansen again. Does some fancy dribbling. Gets by O'Connor. Can't get it. Charles Lake with the long rebound. And he's running. We're freestyling it. Randall steals the pass from Nick. We're dropping to a 2-3. Hansen has it. Gives it to Quincy Vaughn. Charles Lake gets listened to by the ref. Jordan. Quincy Vaughn. Duplessis arguing. Cliff Jordan puts it on the floor, and he puts it up and over. Hands of the outstretched defense. 6-12 early. Waylon George. Foul on Cliff Jordan, number 1 on him, so that's a good sign. I don't want to go to my bench yet. Oh, it's a timeout. My bad. I should have called a play. Duplessis in the corner, our top 3-point shooter, attacks the rim. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Can't get it. I'm going to work the ref. Cliff Jordan grabs it to Wendell Randall. Let's see if they bust this 2-3 zone. Hansen has it. George is there. Cliff Jordan. Lake all over him. Thomas Hansen shoots, and Waylon George gets the rebound. Back we come. First stop of the game, it seems. Nick with the ball. Some fancy dribbling. Gets to the rim. Almost the end one. Got a good look. Nick being aggressive early. Sinks the first of 2. And sinks them both. 12-8. Nick has 4 to lead the way for us. Everybody getting in the action on our team. No, that's their team. Our 8 points are 4 by O'Connor, 4 by Duplessis. Here's Jordan. To Randall. Randall shoots. Duplessis his second rebound. Dishes back to Charles Lake. Jerron Duplessis. O'Connor with the ball. Nick lets one go, and sweet string music. Nick is hot right now. Cuts the lead to 2. Pass taken by Hansen. Hansen hits a shot. Lead back to 4. Here comes Waylon George. He's attacking. Gets it to Nick again, who's been hot. Bobby White. To Waylon George. We're just freestyling. Lake gets it. White with the ball. White gets it back to Lake. Does he have a look here? Waylon George with it. Back to Lake. Someone's got to shoot. 3 on the clock. Pass was stolen by Willis. Hansen with it. Lake is all over him. Wendell Randall gets it. Don't want him shooting the 3. Back to Hansen. Pass taken by Willis. Referee warns Charles Lake. Lee Willis gets it. Wendell Randall, top of the key. To Lake. Well, D is playing pretty stoutly here. It's to Jordan, 6 on the shot clock. Vaughn with the ball. Lee Willis with 0 on the shot clock shoots, and a good defensive possession cleared out by Bobby White there with the rebound. Duplessis in the corner. Tries to get to the hole. Puts up a jumper and nails it. How did he get that one to fall? That was a tough shot. Nicely done. And I like what we're seeing with this offensive freedom, so I'm going to increase it a little bit. Thomas Hansen, no good. That's not who they want shooting that much. He's got 4 points, though. 2 boards for Bobby White. Our freestyle offense working very well. Bobby White gets the pass. Waylon George sees it. Pass taken by White. Waylon has yet to take a shot, I think. Duplessis gets it. He's been hot with 6 points. We told him to drive more. Waylon George. I forgot to do the meetings, I think. Oh, Cliff Jordan. That's huge. Foul number 2 on him. That's going to get us a big advantage at small forward there. So leave Waylon George and Nick out there. Put Boone in. And we'll go with Stephen Favors. And run with this lineup a little bit. Here comes Joel Boone. Waylon George. Back to Duplessis. Duplessis attempts to drive. Puts it up and in. It's a tough shot in traffic. Jerron Duplessis is hot right now. Leading scorer with 8. Hayden Buckner gets a pass. He puts up a shot. Great look there and knocked it down. 2-point lead. We're right in this thing early. Waylon George to Boone. Referee warned me. Dang. You don't have to warn me. Just ignore me. Nick O'Connor. Jerron Duplessis. Is he going to pop the 3? He does. Barely grazed the rim. Black with the rebound. Sprinting down the court. Boone on defense. Lee Willis with the pass. Duplessis is there. Willis puts up a 3. Hansen with the board. It's their first offensive rebound, I think. Here comes Boone to Keon Black. Black gets it to Tom Hansen. Hansen shoots right over Boone, and Favors grabs the board. Waylon George gets warned. Here comes Joel Boone. Gets it to Nick down low on the block. Makes an aggressive move. Gonna go to the basket and put it in. Easy bucket for Nick O'Connor, who's got 8. Stepping up in the big game. Knows we have to get our first win of the conference play here. Ties it at 16. Black to Buckner. Boone is there. Shooting right over Boone. They're doing that early. Back comes Joel Boone. Duplessis. Can he hit double figures? He's been hot. Waylon George yet to really take a shot. To Boone. Stephen Favors. Will Stephen Favors show up today? Nick O'Connor makes another move, puts it on the floor. Oh, he can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Almost an and 1. Wow, Nick is so aggressive. I think we told him to drive more, didn't we? So he's listening. Waylon George. I could put Nick at the 3 and go with a big lineup. And put Tim Jones out there. Let's do that. Let's go with a big lineup for once. Nick O'Connor at the 3, although he's tired. He's going to get a break shortly. Oh, he's shooting 2. Timeout. Let's motivate the team. Nick O'Connor. Praise him. And there's no play to run, but we'll run a 3-pointer. Joel Boone to Jerron Duplessis. It's not going to matter. Nick to shoot. Nails the first. Hitting his free throws as well. As I say that, he misses the second, but we get our first lead of the game. Tim Jones is playing the 3 right now. That's not good. Boone is there. Black, who got warned by the ref. Buckner puts up another shot. No good. Cherry with the board and putback. Jason Cherry. I want to call a timeout. Duplessis with the ball. Let's get a dead ball situation. Nick has it. Surveys the D. Gets it to Duplessis. Joel Boone takes his man to the basket and scores it. Nice touch around the rim for Joel Boone. Keon Black comes back the other way. Gets it to Cherry at the stripe. Nice ball handling. Favors comes over. Forces him to miss, but he's going to shoot 2. So Nick's not going to play the 3 because... where's Favors? Because he's getting a breather. So let's get in at the 3. Let's go with the small lineup. Javon Mitchell. And Javon Mitchell can play the 3. He's 6'4", so he's the biggest one. Hits the first to tie it. Jason Cherry. Their big 3 has been pretty quiet. They're out of the game now, but they've been pretty quiet. Here comes Joel Boone. North D.C. with a 1-point lead. Jerron Duplessis. Oh, referee warned me. Dead ball turnover. Throws Javon Mitchell with the turnover. I thought there was a foul there. That's why I argued. Nick Anderson in the game. Not the one that played for the Orlando Magic, obviously. Here's Nick. Gets it to Black. Keon Black. Back to Nick. Duplessis is there. Buckner gets a shot. He's been cold early. Hayden Buckner to Keon Black. He lets one go and drains it from behind the arc. His first 3-pointer of the game. Stephen Favors. And Hamilton whistled for the foul. That's their 15th foul. They have 1 to give. Let's get Chuck Lake in there at the 2. Like so. They have a little momentum. Joel Boone gets it. We told Boone to drive more, I think. He did early. Here's Joel Boone again. Javon Mitchell. He's down in the low block. He's going to... Oh, I thought he put one up. Here comes Charles Lake. Nice find. And Nick Anderson called for the foul. That was their foul to give. We only have 1 foul this half, which is wildly good. Next one, and we're shooting. So here's Joel Boone. Charles Lake. I don't want to get warned again. Charles Lake for 3, no good. And Jason Cherry comes away with it. Charles Lake has been cold the last game or 2. Boone guarding. Cherry. Boone all over him. Fouls him. And he'll shoot 2. Jason Cherry, of all people, coming up big with 5 already. Make that 6. And just like that, that's the lead. 6 points. Still not running anything. Lake has it. Lake puts up another one and fills it up from long range. Good to see Charles Lake getting on the scoreboard with a 3. Hayden Buckner has it. Will he shoot over Boone again? Nope. He gets it to Nick Anderson. Boone all over the court. Black with the ball. Keon Black can't find it. Jones with the board. Joel Boone, and there's a foul. Joel Boone will shoot 1-on-1, and there's a timeout. So, pretty decent start to the game. I can't complain too much. Let's leave this team out there, and I want to run a little bit of the flex, turn the freedom down just a little bit. Still look for threes. Motivate team. Entire team. Praise. And if we get a play, we'll run isolation for get Charles Lake to get it to Joel Boone to isolate. Do we want any changes? Not really. Boone will shoot 1-on-1. Hits the first. Good to see. And sinks the second. So Joel Boone has 4 points off the bench to chip in here. Between Jones and Favors, playing a big lineup. Who's going to score out there? There's Charles Lake on the D. Willis puts up a shot, barely grazed the rim. Stephen Favors grabs it, outlets to Boone. North D.C. coach gets ignored. Charles Lake in the corner. Is he going to pop one? He does. No good. Jones, the offensive rebound and putback, gives us the lead, 26-25. We have a big lineup out there. Willis attacks the rim, gets a look. Charles Lake, his second rebound. It's a team effort of rebounding right now. Joel Boone to Charles Lake in the corner. Back to Boone. Let's see if he does anything. Javon Mitchell. Javon Mitchell puts up a three. Charles Lake offensive rebound. Joel Boone, we are looking for threes. Tim Jones has it. Pass taken by Lake. Is he going to shoot another three? He does. Missed it. Oh my gosh, we are firing them up right now. Let's turn that off. We're 1 for 7 from downtown. They will start falling. There's Lee Willis dropping a three. Wow, wild game thus far. Here comes Joel Boone. To Favors. We're running the flex now. Tim Jones gets it at the elbow. Javon Mitchell, he likes playing in the post down there. As does Charles Lake. Charles Lake can't get it to go. He's cold early. Lee Willis with the rebound. To Buckner. Boone guarding. To Black. Lee Willis gets it. Lake is right there. Good defense. Forces him to pass. Keon Black to Hamilton at the top of the stripe. Gets to Hayden Buckner. Good defensive possession. Hayden Buckner no good. Stephen Favors with the board. And they're shooting poorly from downtown too. They're 2 for 8. So Charles Lake gets to Javon Mitchell. Mitchell shoots. Barely grazed the rim. Knocked out of bounds by the offense. 5:35 left. I want to get Bobby White back out there. Probably for Favors. Lake and Boone. Maybe we'll go deeper a little bit this time. No, we need peeps that are going to score. Lake and Boone. Oh, Waylon George. Let's get him back in for Lake. And where's Nick? Nick is resting. Okay, that's good. And it's a 2-point North D.C. Bulls lead. Wendell Randall. Got to watch him down there. Jones is right there. Puts up a shot and buries the J. The shooting guard down on the block. They have a 4-point lead. Comes Boone to Bobby White. Javon Mitchell running the flex. Mitchell puts up a shot. Great looking bucket. Bob White with the assist. Lee Willis has it. Don't give him an open look. It's Hunter. Hunter back to Lee Willis. White is there. He shoots over him. George grabs his second rebound. He's been rebounding like crazy lately. It's a 2-point game. Tim Jones. Waylon George on the block. Makes a little move. Clangs it off the rim. Javon Mitchell. Offensive board. Almost a putback. We're doing pretty well on the offensive boards. Tim Jones, Javon Mitchell, Charles Lake, Stephen Favors. Okay, we good. Chance to tie here for Javon Mitchell. And he's got 4 off the bench to tie it at 30 large. Randall has it. Gets it to Hamilton. Boone guarding. Pass taken by Vaughn. Defense is there. He makes a nice move. Bobby White gets his 3rd board. Outlets to Boone. We have a bit of numbers here. Pass taken by Tim Jones. Back in the flex. Passes in the seat, folks. Jones turns it over. Let's bring in Ivan Carroll for a spell. And how about Nick O'Connor? Wait, maybe we'll just bring Nick back in. Just bring Nick back in. Sorry, Ivan. 4 minutes left in the half. Jason Cherry gets it. He's been great for them early. Gonna go past Boone. O'Connor steps up. Gets the foul. O'Connor, Nick has 9 points. Which is great. This is the first. Sinks the second. 1-point game. This is shaping up to be a gem for sure. Joel Boone gets it to Bobby White. Here's Nick. Couldn't hit double digits this possession. Javon Mitchell. Waylon George on the elbow. And a pass stolen. They're going to go the distance. We stop the fast break. Cherry has it. He's going to shoot over Boone again. And Boone gets the foul, his second. Let's get Jerron Duplessis. Well, Boone is doing good for us. Waylon George. Let's get Jerron Duplessis in for Waylon George. And leave this lineup out there. Cherry to shoot 2. Sinks the first. Extends the lead. Misses the second. Javon Mitchell with the board. That's his second. Doing a good job. Here comes Bobby White. White lets one go from mid-range. I told him to shoot more threes, I think. And back comes Wendell Randall. There's Cherry. He's going to be on Boone again. Buckner down low. Nick O'Connor's there. Kenyatta Hunter. First time seeing him. Randall with it. Is he going to let a 3 go? Makes a move. Boone on the defense. Nice recovery defense by Joel Boone. And here we go. Duplessis back in. He's got 8 points. Nick's actually leading the way, though. Here's Javon Mitchell. Swings it to Duplessis. Joel Boone gets it. Floor is pretty open if he wants to drive. Duplessis has it on the wing. To Nick. I argue with the ref a little. Nick, a nice crossover. Step back jumper, no good. Kenyatta Hunter grabs it. Boone is there. He's going to shoot over Boone and nails it from way downtown. Bang. Kenyatta Hunter. It hasn't been the big 3. It's been the other guys. Duplessis gets it to Joel Boone. Joel Boone takes a shot. How'd he get that one to fall? Tough shot by Joel Boone to cut it to 3. That's taken by Anderson. Jason Cherry gets a pass. Joel Boone ignored. Back to Randall. Gets it to Jason Cherry. Pass taken to Anderson. Duplessis is there. Referee agreed with my complaint. I saw a clipping. Saw another one. I wonder if I did it again, if it'd be an offensive foul. Jerron Duplessis grabs it. Down he comes. Pass taken. I saw... Oh, he warned me. I saw one there too, though. Here's Joel Boone. Makes a move. Gets past the defense. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board. Can't get it to go. Nick with the rebound. Oh my gosh. Can't find the mark, but he'll shoot 2. Beautiful play. Can't get it to go, but can't fault the aggressiveness. Nick missed the first. Misses the second. That's tough. He's 3 for 6 from the field. Playing a great game, but scoring-wise. But yeah, 3 for 6 from the field. Hamilton down low. Nick guarding him. Back to Cherry. Kicks it out to Randall. 3-point North D.C. lead. Randall trying to get to the hole. Duplessis steps up. He buries the J. Wendell Randall makes it a 5-point game, guys. And a 2-for-1. Here's Jerron Duplessis. Duplessis shoots a 3. Can't get it to go, though. Sprints the other way to Jason Cherry. Down to Hamilton. They could extend their lead to the biggest it's been this half with a bucket. Or with any kind of score. Wendell Randall. Kenyatta Hunter. Boone is there. Todd Hamilton down low. Nick on defense. Wendell Randall out top. Makes a move. Puts up a 3 and sinks the long one. Busting the zone wide open. Wendell Randall starting to come alive. So it is the big 3 a bit. Comes Nick to Bobby White. I'm seeing a lot of clipping, but I was warned, so I don't want to say anything. Jerron Duplessis to Jovan Mitchell. He ignores me. Jovan Mitchell can't get it. And our guys are really tired right now, and we're paying the price. Down 8, they could extend it. Nick Anderson drains a 3. And just like that, guys, Boone heaves one at the buzzer. We're down 11. Because I let our guys get tired out there. Bad coaching on my part. Wendell Randall lit up there at the end. 11 lead changes, 6 times tied, and they're up the biggest at 11. Each have 14 points in the paint, second chance points. But yeah, it's been Jason Cherry, surprisingly, Wendell Randall, and then a balanced effort for them, very balanced. And for us, it's been Joel Boone, Mitchell played good, Nick O'Connor, and Jerron Duplessis. Need to get Bobby White or Waylon George going. Waylon George, preferably. Yeah, we're down 11. That was a tough one. Nick will start. We'll get, see if Waylon George can get going here. Bring back Charles Lake, and we'll offensively, we'll run Princeton, try to change it up. Maybe look for 3s. Defensively, try some man-to-man. Turn up the intensity a little bit and crash the boards a little bit more. And matchups, everything should be good. All right, we'll try it. We have the possession arrow, so here comes Charles Lake. Gets us to Jerron Duplessis. We're running Princeton. Nick O'Connor. I work the ref. I get warned. Bobby White with it. I got to watch myself. White attacks the rim, but he's going to shoot a jumper. Jerron Duplessis offensive board. Can't get it to put back. And they have a chance to extend this lead even more. Cliff Jordan with it. Not looking good for us, guys, I have to admit. Bobby White guarding. Randall with Lake on D. Pass is knocked away. It's a kicked ball. 11-point game. There went a foul right there. Jordan lets one go. Switch is good for 3. 14-point game. Cliff Jordan now being heard from. Kicked ball. Nick O'Connor. We started so well. Attacks the rim. Gets it to drop. 12-point gem. I'm being warned too many times. I'm going to get kicked out if I do any more. Vaughn catches it or get a tech. Nick O'Connor with the steal. Goes the distance and puts it down. O'Connor lobs it to Charles Lake. O'Connor is a good passer for his size. 10-point game. Jordan with it. Takes a shot. Knocks it down right over Waylon George. So their big 3 starting to be a big 3. Duplessis has it. Let's see how he acts on offense. Nice crossover. Takes the jumper and drains it. He's in double figures with 10. So we just played a bad kind of last couple minutes of the first half. Or we would be right in this thing. Hansen guarded by Nick. Hansen shoots a triple off the glass. Oh my. Takes it to 13. But I'm keeping some hope, guys. There's Waylon George. Bobby White. Gets it to Duplessis. Let's see what he does. Swings it to Whalen. Whalen not really looking to shoot. Back to Duplessis, who's arguing with the refs. Charles Lake gets it. He'll shoot. Attempts to drive. Oh, he's fouled. Clear foul. And he'll shoot two. Sinks the first. Charles Lake with his 6th point. Now his 7th. And back we go. Down 11. Wendell throws a terrible pass over the head of Jordan. Lead is 11. Here comes Charles Lake. Gets into Jerron. To Nick. Lots of fouling going on. I haven't called anything. Duplessis. Back to Nick. Is Nick going to shoot the rare 3? Randall steals from O'Connor. That's his 2nd turnover. Pass taken by Jordan. Nick was looking to shoot 3 there. Jordan with a beautiful move and trails the trifecta. 14-point gem right now. Pass taken by George. Lake arguing with the ref. Waylon George just does not want to shoot. Bobby White, good defense, I guess, from Cliff Jordan. Another steal. Wendell Randall his 4th. And we needed a timeout. If Waylon George is not going to play, then I'm going to put Joel Boone out there and move Lake to the 3. And if Bobby White isn't going to do anything, well, he's rebounding a little bit. But I'm going to go with the small lineup and move Charlie Lake to the 4. I'm going to scream at the entire team. Players are fired up. Let's come in, run a 3-pointer. Joel Boone, get it to Jerron Duplessis for 3. Let's go. Players are fired up. Boone gets it in. Oh, we couldn't run our play because it's a dead ball. Let's see if it happens anyway. Boone gets it. Swings it to Mitchell. Nope, no play now. Mitchell looking, gets it to Duplessis. Back to Jovan Mitchell, little 2-man game. Pass taken by Lake in the corner. Lots of fouling. I'm seeing. Nick O'Connor, nice move. Puts up a shot and scores it. Hits the deuce. We gotta play intensely, and we gotta press all the time. Lee Willis gets it. Vaughn with it. Guarded by Lake. Quincy Vaughn makes a move. Lake all over him. Good defense. Knocked out of bounds by the offense. We'll take it. Back we come. Boone racing down. 14-point game. Charles Lake has it. Gets it to Duplessis. Duplessis working hard. Willis called for the foul. Their 2nd team foul. Offensively, let's run a little 5-out even. No, Princeton is good. Princeton is good. Duplessis in the corner. Lets a 3-ball go. No good. Quincy Baum with the board. On to Willis. Lee Willis busts a move. Duplessis all over him. Doesn't matter. Hits the shot. And 1. Lee Willis, biggest lead of the night of 17. And we have not been able to stop them in any way, shape, or form. Charles Lake, we're going to drop back to a 2-3, I guess. I don't know. Mitchell, nice crossover. Gets to the rim. Good help defense. But Mitchell's able to lay it in. We're going to try a 2-3. Oh, they get a jam on the break by breaking our defense. We're pressing every time now. Jerron Duplessis has it. Offensively, yeah, we have to look for 3s. Javon Mitchell to Joel Boone. Lake with a nice pass. Gets the catch. Attacks the rim. Puts it up and in. I should have argued, but I didn't want to get a tech. We're pressing. They have 2 turnovers all game. Cliff Jordan finally misses. Joel Boone brings it across. Referee warns Randall. But yeah, they have 2 turnovers, guys. That's incredible. Ball control by those guys. Lake gets by his guy and scores it. Charles Lake starting to heat up. 13-point gem. 14 left in the second half. Hansen in the corner. Lake is there. Wendell Randall on the block. Nick O'Connor's there. Blocked by Nick. We're going the other way. Jovan Mitchell passes it over to Boone. Jerron Duplessis puts up a shot and nails the jumper. Sweet string music. 11-point game. Lee Willis has it. To Cliff Jordan. Boone guarding. Cliff Jordan shoots right over him. Hits a 3-ball from deep. 15 a game high for Cliff Jordan. And that passes in the seats. Let's see. Duplessis. Let's get Duplessis a quick break. And Tim Jones has not been aggressive. He's played 7 minutes. Let's try Ivan Carroll for Mitchell and move Carroll to the 4 and Lake to the 3. Yeah, that's fine. Let's try this lineup. $14 points. The difference. As we drop into the 2-3. Waylon George with the foul. It's our second team foul only. Neither team really in foul trouble. Hamilton guarded by Boone. Pass to Randall. George is there. But it doesn't seem to matter because they're so good. Hill with the ball. Waylon George comes over. Still nails a tough shot in traffic. Clay Hill. His first 2. 16-point game. Lake with it. Lake takes his man. Gets an open shot and drains it. Tough shot by Charles Lake. Cuts lead to 14. We're just exchanging buckets, though. Clay Hill from downtown. They're starting to heat up from the 3. We're playing a 2-3 instead of a 3-2. Here's Waylon George. Dumps it off. Ivan Carroll gets it. He's going to pass back to George. Charles Lake with it. Back to Wayland. Ivan Carroll gets it. He puts up a shot and drains it. Nicely done by Ivan Carroll. 15-point game. We're still going to play a 2-3. They've been hitting 3s. If it doesn't work, we'll put a 3-2 out there. Hamilton. Pass taken by Vaughn. Cliff Jordan with it. I work the ref. I get warned, and Boone is called for a foul. The 3rd on him. Clay Hill to Jordan. Jordan step back 3 over Boone. Better miss that. Waylon George gets it. To Joel. I got warned again, so I have to keep my mouth shut. Lake goes to the basket, shoots a jumper, and he'll shoot 2. 15-point gem right now. Gonna leave these guys out there. Lake hits the first, and he hits the second. 15-point game. But I should have brought Duplessis in like right now. Waylon George has done nothing, hasn't looked to shoot. He's 0 for 1 from the field. Yes, he has 2 assists, 3 rebounds, but still. Cliff Jordan, Kenyatta Hunter in the quarter. Lake is there. Lake with good defense. It does not matter. Kenyatta Hunter hits his second 3. And next dead ball, we're going to get Duplessis in. Carroll with it, posting up. Pass taken by Boone. Good ball movement in the Princeton. Boone puts up a 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Cuts it momentarily to 13. Lee Willis to Clay Hill. We're still in the 2-3, I think. No, yeah, 2-3. Boone is there. Gets it to Jordan. George is guarding. Willis with it up top. Boone has him on defense. Willis gets by him. And one. Lee Willis converts. And we're just going to run with these guys. And he converts a 3-point play. 16-point game. We can't quite cut into their lead. They keep extending it. Ivan Carroll with the ball. Joel Boone gets it to Nick. Nice move by Nick down low. Good find. Kicks it back out to Boone. And Lake can't handle the pass from Boone. Boone's second turnover. Let him play. Oh, they're tired. 16-point game. 10 minutes left. Still plenty of time if we want to mount a comeback, but we have to start doing it like now. Clay Hill with it. Pass taken by Buckner. Boone is there. Lee Willis. Boone and Lake are there. Gets to Clay Hill. Can he hit another outside shot? Buckner. 10 on the shot clock. Pass taken by Clay Hill. He's going to step into a jumper and nails the three. And we're going to call a timeout right now. Okay, Jerron Duplessis. How about Doug Price? Time to get Doug Price out there. 19-point game. Motivate the team by screaming at them. Players are fired up. Let's get a 3-pointer. Joel Boone to Doug Price. Fresh off the bench. He's out there for shooting. He's usually aggressive. Makes a nice move. Price with the ball. He's going to let one go. Didn't get a real good look. Knocked out of bounds by the offense. Biggest lead of the night for the bad guys. And they are busting our zone. I should switch. Let's at least go to a 3-2. We should start learning the 3-2 for teams like this that have great guard play. Great shooters, I should say. Hansen. Carroll's there. Couldn't convert. Well, we have to start thinking about the next game soon. Down 21. And figuring something out. Waylon George has just been non-existent, but that happens a lot in college basketball. Players show up one night, they're out of the game the other night. Here's Nick Carroll. That's why I like the simulation. It's really cool. Carroll gets to the rim, can't score it, and Lee Willis, amongst the two of our players, gets the rebound. We drop into a 3-2. Thomas Hansen shoots. Duplessis his fifth board. Yeah, if we're going to do something, it's got to be right now. Waylon George gets it. Why is he even out there? He's not looking to shoot. We have to replace him. Carroll to Price. Price in the corner. And Price moved his pivot foot. Oh, Jovan Mitchell. Why isn't he out there? And Doug Price. Give him a couple more minutes. Ivan Carroll's been cool. Leave that team out there. I was going to bring in Tim Jones, but he doesn't really suit this game right now. Hamilton over Price. Good defense by Price. Not to foul. Joel Boone comes the other way. 8.5 left. Boone shoots a quick three and puts it in. 18 points is the difference. But we haven't been able to stop them on this end. They have 80 points and there's still 8 minutes left. That's crazy. Bunch of arguing with the refs. Hamilton has it. Duplessis is there. Buckner. Duplessis steps out, and bad pass out of bounds by them. And a timeout. So I'm going to leave those guys out there. Motivate the entire team. Show concern. Let's get a 3-pointer. Joel Boone to Dougie Price. Let's try it again. All right, this would cut it to 15 if this play works. Here's Boone. Gets it to Price. Does he like what he sees? He does. Shot rattles out. Doug Price has struggled this year with the 3-ball, and that's kind of what we wanted him out there for. I get warned again, and the basket's good by Todd Hamilton. First time hearing from him, and it's a 20-point game. Joel Boone, quick 3. Wow, he refuses to go down without a fight. Todd Hamilton receives it. Puts up a shot, rattles out. Hunter the board. He's going to get an easy putback. And I'm going to take my full timeout here. And we want Boone, Charles Lake, Nick O'Connor, something like that lineup. And let's run a 3-pointer. Javon Mitchell with the ball. Get it to Joel Boone. Let's see if he can hit another one. After a full timeout, here's Javon Mitchell. Boone busts a move, and that's a horrible pass out of bounds by Mitchell. His second turnover. 19-point gem, and it looks like we're on our way to an 0-2 conference record. But I love the unpredictability of it all. It's really cool. Hunter down low. That's where they have the advantage. Hunter with it. Hansen catches. Referee warned again and a technical on me. Sinks the first. Sinks the second. 21-point game, and the pass is in the seats. 6.5 left to play. Here comes Joel Boone. Nick O'Connor, can he stroke a 3? Gets it to Charles Lake. Boone with the ball. Boone has been relentless this game. Lake has started to step up in the second half. Shoots a 3. Can't find the mark. He'll shoot 3. Misses the first. Makes the second. And sinks the third. Gets 2 points out of it. He's 6 for 7 from the line. Usually a good, reliable shooter. Free throw shooter. 19 points is the difference. They only have 4 turnovers all game. They've done great, and they've hit their shots. 12 of 20 from downtown for 60%. Yep. It's exactly what we feared, what we figured was going to happen. 21-point game. If we were to make a miracle, it would have to start right now. Duplessis puts it through from downtown. So we'd have to get a stop here. And then, probably another 3, and yeah, it'd have to be about a miracle. Buckner with it to Wendell Randall. O'Connor steps way out. Hayden Buckner. Duplessis with the foul, number 2 on him. Too bad it wouldn't track stats like how your lineups do and stuff. That would be cool if you could see which lineups work best. Nice defense by Nick, and Javon Mitchell grabs the board. We have a bit of numbers here. Joel Boone to Javon Mitchell has been pretty decent. Gets it to Nick. Nick has an elbow look. Dumps it back to Mitchell. They're in a 1-2-2. Lake catches. Fires it to Mitchell. Javon Mitchell, it's picked off. Too much passing. Not enough attacking. Hansen with it. And Charles Lake called for the foul. They're in the bonus. Hansen to shoot. Misses it. O'Connor with the board. That's Nick's 4th rebound. And Thomas Hansen whistled for the foul. Number 3 on him. Duplessis in the corner. To Nick. Offensive pace all the way up. Crash boards all the way up. Some freedom. Look for 3s. 2 for 1. Here's Duplessis. Shoots a 3 and drains it. Shows off his range. Second 3 in 5 tries. It's pretty cool, but we need a lot more. Cherry with it. Duplessis there. Cherry puts up a shot. Mitchell with his 5th board. That's been huge. And our guys are going to be too tired for this comeback. Jason Cherry whistled for the foul. That was their only foul to give. And our guys are out on their feet right now. So that's why it would really take a miracle. Duplessis passes to Nick. He's dead tired. Pass taken by Boone, who's equally exhausted. Boone lets a 3 go. Didn't have the legs under him. 15-point game. Jumper is good. I haven't seen injuries happen in the game yet. That's weird. 17 points. I'm not quite ready to pull the plug yet. 18. Converts to 3-point play. I want to see how they play with such bad... Oh, Boom puts up a quick 3 and drains it. He's exhausted, but it doesn't matter. Cuts it to 15 momentarily. They may score 100 this game. Kenyatta Hunter in the corner. Pass taken by Vaughn. Lake is there, all over him. Lake commits the foul, number 3 on him. And we're in the bonus. Makes the first, Quincy Vaughn. And sinks number 2. 93-76. Here comes Joel Boone. Dishes to Nick. Charles Lake. Nick has been quiet here in the second half. Duplessis has stepped up big. Gets it to Javon Mitchell, one of the fresher players out there. Charles Lake. Pass taken by Boone. Boone has stepped up crazy off the bench. Never know who's going to step up in these games. It's pretty wild. Javon Mitchell kicks it to Duplessis, 10 on the shot clock. Nick O'Connor, nice position down low, steps back. Gets it to Boone. Javon Mitchell. And a foul on Willis, so they're in the bonus as well. Mitchell will shoot 2. Or shoot 1 and 1. Hits the first. And sinks the second. 15-point game, but little too late. Our guys are way too tired. We have a little momentum, but we have no gas left in the tank. Quincy Vaughn. Nick is there, but he's about to fall over. Lee Willis, Charles Lake all over him. Willis puts up a shot. Vaughn grabs the board. Putback is no good. I'm going to leave him out there. I'm going to see what happens. Vaughn misses. He'll shoot number 2 and sink it. Here comes Joel Boone. Javon Duplessis. He's still got a little gas in the tank. A little bit. So does Javon Mitchell. To Nick. Can barely keep standing at this point. Joel Boone in the corner. Fires off a pass to Duplessis. Lets one go and drains a triple. 13-point game. But yeah, probably a little too late. But Jerron Duplessis game high 21 to go with 5 boards. And 1 assist. Shoots, no good. Charles Lake gets it. He's got 17 and 4 to go with 2 assists. In the corner, Nick O'Connor should have let that one go. Duplessis with it. To Joel Boone. We've got to hurry if anything's going to happen. Boone puts up a 3, no good. Charles Lake offensive rebound, a long one. Back to Joel Boone, who's gassed. Gets it to Charles Lake, who's equally gassed. To Mitchell. Javon Mitchell with the 3. We needed that one if anything was going to happen, and that'll do it. That'll pretty much put the final nail in. We're going to drop to 0-2. North D.C. goes to 2-0. Definitely a tough matchup in the Mid-Eastern Conference. Like, very tough. Lee Willis with 13. It's been everybody on their team. Just great 3-point shooting. Lake looking to get to the rim. Fouled. Okay, now we're going to get our bench guys out there. Keep Javon Mitchell at point. Doug Price, maybe at the 2. No, Curtis Muhammad. Doug Price. Ivan Carroll. Brandon Freeman. Oh, Lake shooting. Misses the first. And sinks the second. That gets me a chance to bring in Brandon Freeman. Went from starter to not playing, but that also happens. Look at their guys. Hansen has 13. Jordan with 15. Willis with 13. Randall with 9 points, 10 assists. Almost a double-double. 1 point away from a double-double. Hanson's been good offensively. Quincy Baum put in 7 points with 4 assists, 4 rebounds. They've done it all. Jordan, no good. Curtis Muhammad grabs it. But we live to fight another day. God willing, we'll get another conference game in here soon and see what surprises that game has in store for us. So we played pretty well to an extent. We still did score like 82 points, which is great. Gave up 96 though. But we were right with them for quite a while, except that I think it was the last couple minutes of the first half. They pulled away and we never, they kept going. Never stopped. Put their foot on the gas. They just, they scored 96, almost gave up 100. But, we'll go back to the drawing board. Curtis Muhammad will shoot. Misses. And see where we stand after this. We're 0-2 now in the conference. And our next game, we'll see what that is. And get ready for it. Maybe, try something different. Maybe we'll start learning the 3-2 zone for teams like this. Could be a good idea. Mitchell with the half-court heave. No good. And that'll do it, guys. We had a lot of... really, Boone, Duplessis, Lake, and O'Connor. Nobody else really did anything. Mitchell had 8. He played well. But, Bobby White... wasn't that good. Didn't really do much. 2 assists, 4 rebounds, but 5 boards for Lake, 2 assists. He was stat sheet stuffing. 4 boards for O'Connor, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. Only 2 turnovers. Waylon George only attempted 1 shot. Boone had 18. 5 assists, 2 boards. Mitchell had 8. 3 turnovers, but 5 boards. Ivan Carroll came in at a point and 2 points, an assist, and a rebound. Favors didn't really show up. Neither did Tim Jones. And we've seen them show up in the past. They beat us some points in the paint. Wendell Randall, player of the game. 9 points, 10 assists, 3 boards, 4 steals. We had a 1-point lead. 11 lead changes, 6 times tied. None of that happened in the second half. Second chance points weren't too bad. Fast break, yeah. So North D.C. goes to 2-0 to be one of the tops in the conference so far. Fascinating stuff. Still very fun. Of course, we take the L's as they come. We're now 4-13, I think. But I want to thank you guys for joining me for episode 32. Very fun indeed. Stay tuned for more if you'd like. If you like this, please smash the like button, even though we lost. It helps the channel and lets me know that you dig this series. You can also leave a comment and subscribe if you like. And feel free to join me next time as we continue our first season journey. It's just going to get more interesting because next up is a home game against a tough team, South Carolina State. Stay tuned for that one, guys. We'll see how that turns out. But until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. And catch you in the next one. God willing. God bless. And ciao for now.